enjoy this, that's the plan.
Hey Podcats, welcome to another episode of the Adam Buxton podcast. Today, I'm thrilled to have a true Hollywood legend in the studio with me. He's appeared in some of the most iconic films of our time, from Jurassic Park to the Grand Budapest Hotel. He's an actor, musician, and all-around cool guy. It's Jeff Goldblum. Jeff, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Adam. It's great to be here.
I have to start by saying I'm a huge fan. I think your work is amazing.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, let's get right into it. You've had an amazing career spanning decades. What's been your secret to success?
Well, I don't know about success, but I've been lucky enough to work with some amazing people over the years. I think it's just about keeping an open mind and being willing to try new things. And of course, having a bit of luck doesn't hurt either.
Definitely. One thing I've always been curious about is your process as an actor. Do you have any specific techniques or methods that you use when you're preparing for a role?
Well, I like to do a lot of research. I'll read books, watch documentaries, talk to people who have experience in whatever area my character is involved in. And then I like to find some kind of physical or vocal characteristic that helps me embody the character. For example, in The Fly, I spent a lot of time observing insects and trying to mimic their movements.
That's really interesting. Speaking of The Fly, that's one of my favorite films of all time. What was it like working on that movie?
It was an incredible experience. David Cronenberg is a true visionary, and working with him was a real honor. And of course, working with Gina Davis was wonderful too. She's a fantastic actress and a really lovely person.
I can imagine. You've also had some great roles in more recent years, like in Thor Ragnarok and the Grand Budapest Hotel. How do you choose which projects to work on?
Well, I'm always looking for something that challenges me and pushes me outside of my comfort zone. I also love working with directors who have a strong vision and a unique perspective. And of course, the script has to be something that I connect with on a personal level.
Absolutely. Now, I can't have you here without mentioning your music. You've released 2 albums now, and I have to say I'm a big fan. How did you get into music, and how does it compare to acting?
Well, I've always loved music, but I never really thought of myself as a musician. It wasn't until I met my bandmates, the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra, that I started playing regularly. And I have to say, it's been an amazing experience. I think there are some similarities to acting. Both involve storytelling and creating a mood or atmosphere. But music is also very different in that it's much more immediate and visceral.
Now, I have to ask you about your fashion sense, which is always so unique and interesting. How do you decide what to wear?
Well, I just wear what I like. I've always been interested in fashion and style, and I like to experiment with different looks. I think it's important to have fun with fashion and not take it too seriously.
Absolutely. So, what's next for you? Any upcoming projects we should know about?
Well, I'm always working on something. I have a few films coming out soon, including Thor, Love and Thunder, and I'm also working on some music projects. But honestly, I like to take things one day at a time and see what opportunities come my way.
Well, Jeff, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Adam. It's been great talking to you.
Wow, what a great chat. I hope you all enjoyed listening to Jeff Goldblum as much as I did. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Adam Buxton podcast.
Like and subscribe.